Yo, what's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another Minnesota Twins game review. And as you can tell by my voice and the title, what a win by the Minnesota Twins. They came back from down 6-0 and ended up winning this game 7-6. Their 25th win of the season. They also sweep the Royals. What a game this was. And we're going to break it down right now. I will be completely honest with you. I turned this game off in the 6th inning after they made it 6-0. The Royals made it 6-0, and I turned it off. And it was getting late. I'm like, it's 4:30 already. Why isn't this game over? And it's because they were still batting in the top of the ninth. They had just tied the game, or they were just at the at-bat to tie the game with Urshela when I turned it back on. And that was crazy. So let's break this down. The Twins win their largest comeback since 2018. I think it was August 31st, 2018. So 4 years ago is the last time they've come back from 6-0 or down 6. And that was impressive. That was impressive. I didn't even see it, like I said, but to just grind it out is impressive, and props to you if you watched the whole thing and didn't give up like I did. I know I'm not a real fan, just kidding. But it was really good. The 8th inning, they scored 5 runs. The 9th inning, they scored 2 runs, of course, being the winning run was Urshela's single. So let's go into the 8th inning. We're going to start with hitting today. Let's go into the 8th inning. The Royals were already up 6-0. The hitting for the Twins at this point in the game was really bad. It wasn't good. They had gotten into double play after double play, left the bases loaded, I think, once. They were not hitting good. In fact, I have a stat to tell you after this, but here you go. Who other, well, then a pitching change. Brady Singer pitched amazing, but a pitching change for Gilberto Celestino, who leads things off with a single on a 2-0 count. Good job by him. That's 1 hit. We're going to count these. 1 hit. Arise gets a single, and Polanco gets a single, which knocks in Celestino. They have a mound visit. Doesn't help, because here comes Max Kepler with a single. That's 4 in a row, by the way. Makes it 6-2. A sac fly after a pitching change by Gary Sanchez makes it 6-3. Just kidding, we're still at 4 hits. Then Kyle Garlick, baby, hits a home run and makes it 5-6. There was a 2-run home run. The first home run of this series, by the way, for the Twins, and it cuts the lead in half. Nick Gordon did add a single in there as well. Carlos Correa got a walk. Celestino got walked as well. So the bases were loaded. And like I said, they left the bases loaded earlier in the game. They left the bases loaded here, but this was not Luis Ariza's fault. Playing against the umpire is really what he was doing. He ended up striking out. But that inning, they batted around. They got a rise up twice. They had, 10 people come to the plate? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits of their 12 today came in the 8th inning. And then in the 9th inning, Polanco walked. Kepler hits a double. Sanchez with the second sac fly in as many innings tied the game. And after Garlick walked, Urshela singled him home, or singled Kepler home, I should say. So, again, if you count the hits, 6 plus 2. 8 of their 12 hits came in the last 2 innings, plus, 4 or 5 walks, 2 sac flies. Incredible job. Incredible patience at the plate. Incredible hitting in situations by the Twins, with 2 outs, with a sac fly, giving yourself up, not trying to do too much. And then they executed. That's the biggest part of this game, is they executed, where they didn't execute great. 3 for 10 with runners in scoring position. They left 10 guys on base, including, bases loaded a couple times. But when they needed to, that is when they executed. They had a couple of 2-out RBIs. Of course, the home run helped. Urshela's in the 9th. Those were big hits when they needed them. So, a great job overall by the hitting after a atrocious start. Singer went 7 innings, did not give up a run, and only gave up 4 hits. That's pretty good. And I should say that this was against a AAA team. Like, this lineup that the Twins put out there was awful. Like, you're giving Correa a day off, you're giving Buxton a day off, you're giving Urshela a day off. I disagree with that very much, but I don't think the Twins have an off day in the next, 14 days. I understand it if you're going to play a bad team, that you should give these guys days off. I think Buxton gets too many days off, but I know you want to keep him healthy. But to have these guys come in and off the bench, that's huge for them. That's huge. That's what we needed. When you put out a bad lineup, not a bad lineup, they're really not that bad. Like I said, they did what they needed to do to get on base. They just didn't execute all the time. But when you put out that lineup, you still win. Is great. That's great. You give guys some rest. But two, you just can't, on the other side of the coin, it's just frustrating to see that, because I want to win games, especially against these bad teams. I want to be putting my best lineup out there, because that's what you need to win, right? You need to beat these bad teams to secure your cushion in the race. With the Yankees and the White Sox were tied at 1 just a minute ago. Now the White Sox have taken the lead. We have extended it to 5 games, I believe, until that game is over. And it looks like they'll cut it back down to 4.5. They have a doubleheader today. But regardless, the point remains the same, that you need to win these games. And if you're putting a AAA team out there, yeah, they're good players. And I don't mean that in an assaulting way, but this is not their best lineup that they put out there today. They need to win these games, and they did today. They did. They came back. It was great. Fantastic, but they need to win these games, and by putting out the not their best team possible, that's going to hurt them in the long run. Yes, you need them to stay healthy, but you know what I'm saying. So, on the pitching side of things, Ober really didn't have his greatest stuff. He wasn't great, I think. That's the point. Actually, sorry, skip it. Rewind. The last thing I wanted to say when I brought up something, the Twins have hit into the most double plays this year, by the way, when they had the bases loaded, I think in the 4th or 5th inning. I can't remember. Let's just go look. Was not the 4th inning. Was it the 5th inning? No, it was not. Maybe it was the 6th. Looks like it was the 6th inning. Yeah, the 6th inning, and they got 2 outs. It was bases loaded with 1 out. They grounded into a double play. Whatever it was, I don't remember. They had the guys on base. They've hit into the most double plays at 36 in the American League, and they have the second least amount of ground balls hit. So when they do hit ground balls, they're double plays, which is really unfortunate. So I just wanted to put that out there. But pitching-wise, same thing as I mentioned yesterday with Joe Ryan. Didn't have his best stuff. Ober did not have his best stuff today. Good to see him back. I really like the guy. I think he's a good pitcher. Young, still can learn a lot. So he pitched fine. Then Cano came in and fell off. I mean, he was just bad. Bad. Give up 5 runs, 2 walks, 4 hits, only recorded 1 out. His ERA is now 14. Not good. But McGill, Duffy, and Duran closed the door, only allowing 1 hit out of those guys. So the last 3 and 2/3 innings had to go out of the bullpen there. And McGill, got 2 strikeouts. Duran got 2 strikeouts after retiring Benintendi. He had not been retired all day. It was 3 for 3, and he got him out. That was great, and that's why we need Duran. I mean, that is the definition of, 1, a closer, but 2, a guy who can come in big pressure situations. The other night, I think it was Friday night, he came in to pitch, and there were some guys on base. I think it was 2nd and 3rd, maybe with 1 out. And he got out of the inning. He did give up the 1 run, but it wasn't his fault, I believe, if I can remember correctly. But still, that's the kind of guy you need out there, is a guy who can produce results. And he did. So, I mean, overall, good pitching by Ober. Good job by the bullpen, except for Cano. And it's all about how you finish, right? It's all about how you finish. And they did that. So, to go down the rest of the list, pitching-wise, I think we covered everything then. Hitting-wise, we'll go down the box score. Arise 3 for 5. He's batting .336. I don't know exactly where that lines up in the major leagues. I know he was not a qualified hitter, but now has played almost every game since he was not a qualified hitter, which is 5 games, because he was only 4 or 5 at-bats behind. So he should be fine, especially since he's batted leadoff. And he's batting .336. He's better than Mike Trout, which is great. So that's great to have him at the top of the lineup. Polanco 2 for 3 today with an RBI and 2 walks. Kepler 2 for 4. He struggled. He was the guy who grounded out or maybe it wasn't a double play. It was a ground out, force out at home. Also grounded into a double play earlier in the game. So it was good to see him come back at the end of the game and be, more clutch, better. So good for him there. 2 for 4 day with an RBI and a walk. Sanchez had 2 sack flies, 2 RBIs, but went 0 for 3. So still contributing, even though not necessarily what he's been doing the last couple of games. Good for him. Larnack, he's off the IL, which is great because I like the guy. Struggled today with 3 strikeouts, 0 for 5. That was really unfortunate, and he almost, trampled the Twins' comeback, but, give him one day to come back. He was tearing it up in the minor leagues with Wichita, so good to see him back at least, and I think he'll do okay. Garlick with the only home run of the series, 1 for 4, 2 RBIs, big home run to get us back in the game. Gordon, 2 for 4. Urshela came in for him and went 1 for 1 with the game-winning RBI. Miranda 0 for 3, what's new? But Correa came in, drew a walk. He did not score anything. That was just him coming in, but I don't think Miranda's our guy. I think he needs to be sent down. On the contrary, though, Celestino in that 9 spot, he did really good. 2 walks, 1 for 2. Another day. He's batting .359. I don't know if he's a qualified hitter yet or not, but that, my friend, is a good 9-hole hitter, and I really like him out there. I think we're probably going to end up trading him, honestly. I was thinking about this today, and I don't want to make this video too long, but I think we're going to end up trading him for some better pitching or something closer to the All-Star break. If we have Buxton, Kepler, Larnack, we have Gordon who can play out there. We've got Kirilloff coming back. They're probably going to put Lewis out there because they're not going to, put Correa anywhere else. So, honestly, I think if you can get some pieces for Celestino, it might be time to trade him. But that's a video topic for another time. I like the guy. He's impressed me, but I think that's what we'd end up doing because I don't see us trading Kepler or Larnack before that. Also, Garlick can play out there too. So, different topic for a different time. We're going to celebrate the Twins win, the series sweep today over the Royals. Now we get to go beat up on Detroit and the Royals again for the next week and a half. So, a really good series, a really good win today. I'm excited to be a Twins fan, even though I didn't watch the game today. It was frustrating, but I'm glad we got the win, and that's all I got to say. So, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow for another one. Peace out.